We have all the buffs on us. And here in front of us is this very creepy chamber with this creepy statue. Looks like there will be some action here. So we better be ready for that. We better be ready. Of course, there it is. Okay, so it looks like 4. Let's get the tanks in position. Where's Secker? Buffy can tank this guy here. Oh, there is more. Sucks. Sucks. Start with prayer.
Overrun.
What could Nanyo do? And there's 3 more there. It's not looking that great. Okay, they are ghouls. Only level 2. Looks like we're gonna be fine then. Possibly. Okay, this one's down. Secker can now summon some help. Move away and summon his Will-O-Wisp. Seal us surrounded. We can cast channel positive energy damage on dead. That should show them. Okay, this one's down. Buffy kinda low. Another one down. Oh no, there's more. There's more coming. We might have to heal Fluffy. Let's do it. So Lan and Secker can work on this side. There's only one left here though. What could Nanyo do? Lan, Nanyo. Let's just fireball these guys. So many. The Wisp is with us now. There's another guy here. So let's say that Secker can fight him. Okay, nice damage there. Now there are some Huntmasters. So I'm assuming they are gonna be doing some ranged attacks to us. Could use haste now. And continue using channel positive energy. There's so many, holy crap. These guys are shooting Secker, that's very bad. He needs to retreat and cast a bit of fun. He's targeting land now. Okay, we now have haste. Secker is still hurting. Let's delay on this, I guess. Attack. Uh, we could do channel positive energy just to heal to full. I think it's okay. And Nanyo could do. She could support Lan, I guess. Okay, this guy's gonna die. This guy's gonna die. We're getting healed soon. Sela is doing okay. Regil's doing okay. Things are looking okay. This guy's dead. There is more though. There is more. Sucker can cast Bit of Fun again. No, actually he doesn't need to do that. He can cast Power of Faith. Power of Faith is what he can do. I need Regil maybe here. May have to do channel positive energy again, damage undead. Sacker can stand here and do the same thing actually. Another Handmaster. It looks like he's targeting Sacker. So how can we save him? Lan's gonna shoot him. Okay, maybe you need to heal Sacker in that case. With a big heal. Where's Regil? Here, he's fighting, okay. Oh my god, this guy just won't leave Sacker, these two, they won't leave Sacker. You need to run there before you get sniped. Ridiculous. Okay, just drink a potion. Oh, they are... He's still attacking Sacker. Just keep running then. Ridiculous. Let's kill this guy. There's 3 of them here. Maybe we have something stronger. Let's try this. See if they're gonna get sucked in. Okay, good damage there. You drinking your potion? Have to drink your potion. Okay, what now? Anyo and Lan are attacking this guy. I come back and Diran can heal you with a heal. You can summon some help. Fluffy's doing okay. I think some of them were sucked in. Okay, Sacker seems to be fine. Lay on hand. Holy Aura. Pretty good. Oh, Fluffy died. Crap. Big crap. Regil, you need to help. Diran. Sela, come here. Okay, you don't need to cast it anymore. Okay, there is something coming. Next to Lan. Regil, Sela. Sela, come on. Oh, there is one other one there. Regil. It's for you. Sacker can attack it. Just let's make sure Sacker doesn't die. Where's Scylla? You're attacking this guy. Danny's attacking. You're attacking. And then Nanyo can do magic missile. Looks like my minions are tanking here, so that's pretty good. Okay, one down. Two down. There could be some guys that were sucked in. It's nothing. Need to be in position and ready. Oh, we're still in combat, that's for sure. Mobility check failed. Okay. Should we look around? Only treasures there. Oh. Oh no. Yaniel. Time did not bend me, it seems. I will show you one of the secret old passages that were used when Citadel Dresden belonged to us. You'll get the Sword of Valor more easily this way. Perhaps the demons don't know about this passage. Okay. The demons, if you think about it, I've spent most of my life among them. I have to admit, there is something mesmerizing about it. This is not the first time she's saying this. A single demon might be weak or pathetic or cowardly, but when you see them as a collective, it isn't a mass of separate creatures, but a single great force, a tide which may be temporarily slowed but never stopped. The front line of the abyss here on the lands of Golarion. Unstoppable, fanatical, forward motion. We have something to learn from them, don't we? Well, I guess it's always wise to learn new things, including studying the enemy's strength. Knowledge is priceless, civilization is curious by definition, and if it becomes clear when the experiment, after the experiment that it was dangerous, the world should know about it. Otherwise, sooner or later, someone else will think of this experiment and conduct it again. I am of the opposite opinion. Such experiments should be impaled on a stake, every last one of them, to once and for all purge the word of the idiots trying to destroy it, Yaniel now says. Knowledge is the greatest weapon. Armed with it, one can succeed where neither strength nor valor would. Here it is. The demons are hiding the Sword of Valor behind the door. Be wary. I heard them bragging about the traps that surround the banner. Magical, of course. The Sword of Valor is nearly impossible to destroy. And if they wish, they would drown the entire room in fire, destroying the enemies while leaving their trophy unscathed. Go now, good luck. Thanks. Still can't save the game though. Oh, let's loot now. Oh, there is a nice tower shield there. Check it out. 6 armor class, -9 armor penalty check. What? Energy resistance 10 and +1 morale bonus on saving throws against fear effects. -2 on attack rolls because of the shield Okay. Encumbrance, so minus 10 base value. It's pretty bad. I don't want these armor penalty checks, to be fair. Not worth. I think. Don't think it's worth. Oh, there's something there as well. Still can't save. These guys didn't have anything valuable on them. We can't do this. So we could go through this passage now, but the thing is there's still one room we need to clear before moving forward. Sword of Valor is near. Okay, it has to be in this chamber. I can save the game now. Let's see. Let's save here. Combat is now finished. Okay, now we should be able to... Okay, what's going on? Where's the enemy? I can't see anybody. Oh, there. Okay. You're done. The dead bodies give off an unbearable stench. What a creepy statue. Okay. Well, now the big decision is, do we go for the Sword of Valor or do we go back and try to clear this chamber? I think we need to go and try to clear this last chamber before we go anywhere. I'm not gonna give up just yet. Although with this party it might be difficult. Maybe even impossible. I think I'll have to rest here. Let's see. I mean, that tower shield could be better in this fight because we're never gonna hit this boss anyway. Maybe it's good for her actually. I'm not sure. I mean, she's not using any strength-based abilities or anything. Okay, well, I'm gonna rest here now, and then we're gonna make a decision. Well, we're gonna give it a couple of tries here, probably, and then we're gonna check out the last chamber with the Sword of Valor. Okay, I think I have figured out the way for this encounter. So I thought maybe the way to do it is just to cast Phantasmal Killer and hope that she's gonna fail her will saving throw, until I realized she actually needs to fail her will saving throw, and then she would need to fail her fortitude saving throw as well, or she would to die instantly, and she would need to roll 1 to fail that throw. because for the will saving throw she can roll between 1 and 5. Okay, so we get 25% chance that she will fail, but for the fortitude saving throw it's 1 in 20 chance. So actually that's a bad idea. So now I have another idea, because like I said, this is the wrong party. I have no ember, I have no way to dispel stuff from her, I have no hexes to lower her armor class. However, she is very weak against magic, and we can bombard her with magic missiles, and that should be enough to kill her. And this will be happening while she's busy fighting all these pets and Scylla and some other summons. So this should work, I reckon, pretty well. I reckon this is gonna work pretty well. So I already have Blair on Scylla the tank. Excellent. Okay, so we have all the basic buffs. So let's open the door. Excellent. Let's save here with the door open. Now, very slowly we're gonna enter the chamber. That didn't work at all. I'm gonna say that that was one of the bigger failures I've ever seen in my life. One of the bigger failures I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Let's try and kill these guys, maybe. Kill! Okay. Somehow we managed to stop the ritual. Okay, cast your spells, but here is where the party starts. Okay, so Sekar needs to summon help. And Nenyo, without delay, has to start bombarding her with magic missiles. Lan can shoot her, he's not gonna do anything to her, but I mean, it's something. I'm not sure what if neutral evil, Arrow of Law. I don't think Arrow of Law is gonna work on her. Yeah, she's not chaotic. What about Holy Smite? Only evil and neutral, okay. Could work. I don't think we will need Holy Smite, so Sekar's summoning his buddies. Regil can summon this. Okay. Regil. And we have all the summons. Let's smite her. She took some damage there. Excellent. Excellento. Sekar can summon his wisp as well. Now let's give these. Let's cast prayer if we can. This is tough. -2 levels. Yeah. Excellent. What's her armor class now? 53, okay, very bad. She is, however, taking damage. She is definitely taking damage. You're not unbeatable, you monster. You monster. Okay, we've summoned everybody we could. And now it's just for Nenyo to do what she needs to do. Let's give her 8. I don't know if it's gonna change anything. Come on, Nenyo. she's attacking very, very fast. Faster than we can damage her. It's not great. It is not great. We still have a lot of minions alive and well. And get rid of that. Yeah. Okay, very good damage there. Very good damage. You're in trouble now, huh? You're all -4 levels. Oh, you're in big trouble. You are in massive trouble. You're done. And you're done. Huh? What are you gonna say now? What are you gonna say now? Oh, I can't hear ya. Can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. I can't hear ya. Haha. Okay, well, yeah, it's just those summons absolutely destroyed her. So yeah, with a different party, we might have had a chance. But with this party, with no Minagho, no Ember, no Camellia, we have to rely on summoned units. Let's check out these items. Ring of Protection, +1 deflection bonus. Anybody wants that? Sure. And then we've got this dagger, 2 to 5 damage, not really that good. Lucky dice. These dice randomly grant the owner a +1 luck bonus on an attack, damage, or damage roll, or to AC during an enemy attack once per day. Okay. You can have that. Here is your lucky dice. Do you need to use it, or? I think it's random. Oh no. It's a buff. Oh, it lasts for a whole day. That's pretty good. That is actually pretty good. The air smells like magic powders, unknown chemical compounds, and medicine. Magic circle covered with occult symbols. The runes have absorbed all the blood that was spilled in the circle. Despite the surrounding mess, the magical devices were kept clean and tidy. Despite the surrounding mess, the magic... Yeah. Okay, well, see ya. And now we can go back here. Maybe we need to rest again to get the pets back. Possibly. But let's head back here and prepare for what could be the final battle in the Citadel of Dresden. That's where we are. We are back here with Yangel just before this last, what I'm assuming could be the last chamber. I've also found this here. The crack in the wall reeks of something evil. For a moment you feel touched by the breath of the abyss. Suspicious. I'm also not entirely sure if I trust Yangel. She's been praising demons, she's fascinated by them. I mean, it feels like we're walking into a trap, I'm not gonna lie. It's like we're walking into a trap. So maybe we will need some more serious buffs. So let's cast some more serious buffs.
Aporane sentes. Aporane sentes. Aporane sentes. Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi. Unimosi
No.
travi.
Concealer.
Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi. Ona adayana. Ona adayana.
38 armor class. It's okay, but I've seen better. It's also cast Blair, right? Concealer. Her armor class is pretty low. 38. Seen better, right? Okay, well, we're gonna save with all these buffs and walk in here. I can only imagine this is a trap. Are these traps dismantled now, or? Okay, so let's check out these chests. Nothing too good. Oh, there are these symbols here. And okay, I get it. So we need to change them like into a shape. Maybe the tank should do it. Take me a while. Wait. That one's done. Okay. Oh shit. It's a demon. Need to get into position. Guys, keep running. Oh, not you. You're the tank. Where's Regil? Okay, you can flank them from here. Okay, how many times are you gonna stop? Just keep running. Keep running, don't stop. You're good with riddles, but that isn't going to help you. They are attacking. Okay. So what do we have here? Shadow Demon, 4 demons. AC 25, level 7. That should be easy, no? How about you eat that smite, huh? Oh. There is one more here. AC 35. Okay, so this is like a boss. Stinking Cloud. Stinking Cloud is bad. 42 14, will 16, reflex 24. 26 spell resistance. Worth a try. Icy Prison is always worth a try. Me too. Need to leave this bloody cloud. And save Diren somehow. Icy Prison? What's happened with Icy Prison? Failed to overcome spell resistance. Okay, you've got Stinking Cloud on you now. Maybe we need to deal with these odds first. They all have fire immunity as usual. Let's try haste. Raph is in trouble. You're in trouble. Okay, Scylla is tanking this guy now. That's good. 17 seconds on Stinking Cloud. You still alive? Move away. What's going on here? This demon is hurt. Bluff is almost dead though. Oh great. Let's try giving this to Secker. Got 14 seconds on that. I need to... Okay, everything is dead. You don't have the cloud anymore on you, that's good. Okay, one of these demons dead, but so is Fluffy. 12 seconds. Second has to block them for now. Something is gonna... If Nanya can cast this buff on him, he may survive. Stone Call. Okay, I don't know what that is, but sounds pretty bad. You okay, bro? No, you're not. 10 more seconds there. Okay, this is good. To some extent. But to some extent it's pretty bad. Maybe Secker can survive. Oh. Thanks, bro. 6 more seconds on Diren. And 8 more seconds on Regil. As soon as you snap out of it, you have to heal. Last stand is on. 3 seconds. Can you survive? Hey, look at that. Excellent healing there, buddy. This is good. Stinking Cloud is gone. So Regil can help now. You have to keep healing. Give Sila a big heal. Okay, Nangyo can start damaging big guy. Okay, good heal there. Pets are dead. Let's do one more AoE heal. The hell is that? Oh, it's a stun of some sort. Okay, this demon's dead. How long is it gonna be? You're not stunned though. You're stunned for 2 more seconds. You're gonna be in the cloud, I think. Maybe not. Okay, Sila is down. That's very bad. He attacked. Got the healing coming. Play on hands. More healing now. You can tank. Cast your bit of fun. I think he might kill Sila. Okay, she's down. We've got bit of fun now. So we could be okay-ish. Maybe. Could be okay-ish. Seeker can heal himself. I need to go back for now. Okay, you're down again. Sucks. Plan hitting this guy? Yeah, he is. To some extent, he is. Maybe with that bit of fun, Seeker will be okay. Chaotic Evil. Well, why don't you eat that Arrow of Law now? What's happened to Arrow of Law? We're still casting. Miss. Sucks. It's quite low now. Not like dead. Now he's dead. Oh. I need a new save, I think. Oh, that's it? Scroll of Bless. Okay, well, thanks for nothing, I guess. Need to heal up now.
Patritium Turinos.
Maybe heal up a bit more. Actually, let's check out these potions. We also have some scrolls, maybe. Got a scroll of Bless we could use. We could use that for the next fight. I'm sure this is not the last fight, right? Where are the potions? Here. Drink one. this one. You can drink this one. That's better. Big heal for you.
Patricio Turinos.
Small heal for you.
Patricio Turinos.
Okay, this is sufficient. No pets now though, so... Okay, unfortunately I failed to open the chest here. And I believe I deserve whatever is in this chest. Okay, it's a spear. It's something, I guess. Alright. No, stop doing that. Now we can pick the banner. We can maybe pick the banner now. This game can be frustrating quite often actually. Okay, there we go. Sword of Valor. An ancient relic, the banner that Iomade once carried into battle after being raised in a visible public place. The Sword of Valor would gain divine powers and bar the demons from using their teleportation abilities. Okay, so this is what we need. The Sword of Valor is near, Banner of the Citadel is complete, okay. I think here, there's a door here. Oh. Who's making that noise? Oh, it's us. So who do we have here? Some cultists. I think I can use Stinking Cloud now. That should stop them. See if I can tank this one. Okay, Stinking Cloud is working. Oh, there's a guy there. Sucks. Start blasting him. Can try prayer. Seeker, are you done casting your thing? Oh yeah, it's done. Okay, well you can summon some help. Okay, we got negative level. This guy is still alive somehow. That kinda sucks. She's paralyzed. What happened to you? I don't know, but she's paralyzed. Okay, we've got the wisp. This guy is almost dead. Okay, this guy is dead. Now we have to deal with this demon. We have to give Sila quite a big healing actually. You're still paralyzed? Okay, no you're not. Okay, good damage there on the demon. All persons mass failed. Pretty good. These guys are dead. Another guy dead. I've got a cultist there and I want another cultist. So they're still whole person is still working on them. Okay, now they are dead. Okay, let's loot them. got all the basic buffs, which is good.
Magritio, Turinos.
Anything else here? Doesn't look like it. Just gonna save again. Keep moving. Oh, nice. There are claw and tooth marks on the broken bones of unknown prisoners. But we just failed to disarm the trap. But we know that it should be... Okay, now we've disarmed it anyway. Good. Okay, something tells me this fight was not the last fight of the evening. I'm already kind of scared. Maybe it was though. Okay, now we can leave. Okay, we're outside. The legendary banner of the Crusaders is right in front of you. A drop of blood falls onto it from where? The wound on your chest must have reopened and now is bleeding again. You touch Iomede's holy banner to brush away the scarlet droplet when you freeze abruptly. All of a sudden, you are aware of your own powers. You are no longer a grain of sand resisting the countless armies of the abyss. You are something greater. Like Iomede once rejected her humanity to ascend and gain divinity, you are ready to take the first step on the path to gaining power. But what will your power look like? Choosing the mythic path. Oh, you need to choose which mythic path you are going to follow. This choice will greatly affect the following events. However, no matter what your reasons for choosing one of the paths are, be it powers or aesthetic preferences, remember there are no wrong choices. So I could be Aeon. The Aeon is the embodiment of law and order and possesses the power to correct abnormalities in the fabric of time and reality itself. Okay, and we have class progression here. Enforcing gaze. Very loud music, by the way. And Aeon's Bane. Okay. We also have Angel, Azata, and Demon. Ooh. So let's check out. So enforcing gaze at 3rd rank, you gain the ability to enforce rules on everything around you, giving various benefits to the allies and hindering the enemies. Enemies can try to make a will saving throw to resist this effect, receiving a -2 penalty on the throw if they have the chaotic alignment. 1 per plus mythic rank per day, and then this Aeon's Bane. For a number of rounds per day equal to twice your mythic rank, you can make any weapon you will count as having Bane. Equally, your spells gain a bonus equal to your mythic rank to caster level checks to overcome spell resistance. Okay. This is more like a caster then. And with some summons. Alright, what about Angel? We can summon Spirit Paladin. Flame of Life. While Angelic Halo is active whenever an ally suffers damage, they receive fast healing equal to Angel's mythic rank for... That's pretty good. Blinding Light. Whenever an Angelic Halo is active, an enemy that attacks the Angel first time in a round must pass a Fortitude saving throw or be blinded. That's pretty good. Piercing Rays. Whenever Angelic Hero is active, Halo is active. All enemies within a 50-foot area suffer a penalty to spell resistance. Ooh, that I like that. The Angel is a mighty champion of good who sets a shining example for the Crusaders, smiting demons with a sword of holy flame. I think this is great for a paladin. Those who fight alongside that Angel can be certain that they will be protected, healed, and even resurrected in the event of their untimely demise. Ooh. And Azata has a dragon companion. As an animal companion, we already have a dragon companion, an animal companion as a paladin. Superpowers, Azata can choose from her superpowers to enhance herself. Interesting. So there will be some superpowers to choose from. And then we've got Demon. The Demon is the epitome of rage. A little push in all that is all that needed to break their self-control and turn them into a force to be feared by enemies and friends alike. It is up to the Demon to decide whether to allow their inner beast to take control of the or to fight it, chain it, and bring it to heel. Demonic Rage. While in Demonic Rage, the demon gains +2 bonus on attack rolls, damage rolls, caster levels, checks, reflexes. Pretty good. Demonic Aspect. Okay. Demonic Claws. 2 claw attacks. These attacks are considered primary attacks and are made at the full base attack bonus. Okay, so does that mean I attack with claw instead of with weapons? I don't know. Okay, because we are paladin and we've promised to stay to be lawful good in this campaign, I think I'm okay with Angel. And we can choose one mythic ability. So Angel gets Sword of Heaven. Weapons with holy power deal an additional 2d6 holy damage on attacks, while spells and abilities used while holding immune weapons deal an additional 2 dice of damage or heal an additional 2 dice of damage. Pretty good. Mythic Spellbook. Angel receives the ability to cast mythic spells. Oh, that's very good. As a part of an existing spellcaster spellbook or as a standalone spellbook. Angelic Halo, yeah, we've seen that. Each ally within 50 gains a bonus equal to half Angel's mythic rank +1 to AC saving throw. Oh, really good. Mythic ability. And summon spirit paladins. Okay, so now we can choose one mythic ability. Let's think. I think Thundering Blows could be good. Oh. I think we got Thundering Blows on Last Stand, maybe even. Maybe Mythic Charge. Yeah, if we can charge. This could be good as well, unstoppable. But then his saving throws are the best in the party, so maybe he doesn't need that. I think we're just gonna take Thundering Blows. When your melee attack misses the target, you deal 2d6 plus 1d per 2 mythic ranks sonic damage to all enemies in 10. Yeah, it's okay if we miss. I'm gonna take it now. I can always change it if I want to. Okay, we get the Mythic Spellbook. And we get all these new spells. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. The wound on your chest closes and the drops of blood spilled on the Sword of Valor burst into transparent flames. A wave of fire rushes out from the blood and across the entire banner, transforming it and emblazoning it with new colors. Power descends upon you, sufficing your mortal body, remaking it in its image. It fills your body up to the brim, breaking bones and tearing muscles while at the same time healing them. You raise your head, acutely aware that the bright light of heaven will be at your back from now until eternity.
This is just how I imagined the Crusade would be. I'd enlist again right now if I could.
An angel at the helm of the Crusade! Now our triumph is assured!
A horde of sour-faced, pious prigs, led by the chief prig. Jolly good. Everything is just like in Blessed Iomede's commandments.
What an interesting turn of events. Such intriguing power. Boy, if you should suddenly expire, I would be happy to dissect your remains.
Now is not the time to linger. We can reflect on events later. Now is the time to act. Banner over the citadel. So they can't teleport away.
Milady, this creature's about to die. Shouldn't you?
Behold the death I sow.
You see, suture? Shouldn't has no place here. I've waited for a very long time, but now the hour has come to turn my ideas into reality. I still have things to do in Canopus, but you must leave. Go to the old laboratory. I have a special task for you.
The laboratory? I hate that foul place. I dare not disobey you, milady.
Forgive me this little masquerade.
Yamiel says in a different voice, one that sounds vaguely familiar. Suddenly the illusion vanishes. Oh, you.
I am Arilu Vorlesh, also known as the Architect of the World Wound.
I've met you.
What are we meant to discuss with one of the key figures in our enemy's army, I wonder?
Watch it! She's deadlier than a dozen demons. The betrayer of humanity. Her words are poison and lies.
Oh, Lady Arilu. I, Nenio, am your most devoted admirer. Your research is an invaluable contribution to the development of science on Galarion. And this experiment with a world wound is simply groundbreaking. May I please have your autograph?
You've handled the power of the Sword of Valor well. Such artifacts are almost like living creatures, and they react to their own kind, shall we say. The Sword of Valor once belonged to a mere mortal who became a goddess. It seems to see something kindred in you. Touching you has left the sword irreversibly changed. Now it is your banner, not Iomede's. Although perhaps it will still stop the demons from teleporting to the city as before.
Okay, you've helped me twice in Canabras when we fell into the caves, and here, pointing the way to the Sword of Valor. Why would a half-demon, the Sky's favorite, ever do such a thing?
I'm creating something. Building. Studying how the land lies. Laying the foundation. I am called the Architect for a reason. I'm not asking you to trust me. That would be unforgivably stupid. But I suggest, just suggest, that you search, analyze, think. What happened in old Sarkoris? What is the world wound? What is happening to you? Search for your answers. And for now, farewell.
Okay, well, she could teleport without major problems. Suddenly, we have to fight again. At least we've got this angelic halo. There it is. Where's my spellbook though? Oh, it's here. Okay. Thank you. Kinda sucks though. Come on, Scylla. Oh, this guy just exploded. Who did that? Lan? No? They are just exploding. Miss. Right. He's dead. Okay, somehow I still need help. God damn it. Okay, it will be a while until his next attack. He actually managed to shoot me down. Okay, these new angelic powers are not that great. It's like there's still a fight going on. So, in this case, Scylla has 2 negative levels on her, that's crazy. Okay, you can't use the spellbook yet because you need to rest. So, we just need to heal you. A more conventional way. Save the game. Maybe here. How many of these cultists everywhere? Yeah, they're all targeting Secker. It's fucking annoying as hell. He's gonna die soon. He's not dead, but it annoys the hell out of me, like. Whatever. Okay, we got a level up there. That's good. Let's heal these wounds. Can cast one big healing. So we've got this new power. You can summon spirit paladins as well. Pretty good. Okay, how long does this last? Okay. Oh, it's only 1 minute. Whoops. Whoopsie. Something. Okay, this is where it came from. We can go to the top of the tower. Oh, there is a blue maze here. And an enemy. Actually, oh, a top one. More than one. These are a bit weaker. Can't see them now. -2, -10 penalty to wisdom checks and will saves. Okay, that doesn't sound very good. Let's just smite. Where are you going? Of course you're going to fucking sector, right? Yeah, stupid thing. We got. What are you doing? Oh, you were blocked by the you were blocked by the pet. Okay, Scylla is insane. You're insane too. Shit. Now we're all stunned. This Scylla is attacking the correct target. This is bad. So who is with me? Lamb? That's it. Okay, you can act. Give me some of that healing. You're down. Attacker is down. Okay, so I have rested and leveled everybody up. So let's start with Seker. Obviously, we took that Angel Mystic path, and for his normal level, I took another level in Paladin, and he now has this Divine Weapon Bond. It basically gives his weapon +1 enhancement bonus, and it goes up with levels. So it will just increase his chance to hit. It would just increase his chance to hit enemies, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then he can spend that to use some of these extra abilities. So for example, Divine Weapon Keen, he can give up that bonus, but then his weapon he gets double the threat range, or it can get extra fire damage, stuff like that. So that's Seker. He also can now use the Angel Spellbook. And Regil, for his Mythic Path, I gave him Last Stand, because he can act as an off-tank every now and then. And then he just got Great Weapon Focus Gnome Hooked Hammer, so he's just better with his favorite weapon. Sela, another point in Paladin, and she has an additional use of Smite now. And for her Mythic Path, she's got Unstoppable now, so that just basically protects her from CC. So for example, instead of being paralyzed, she's now staggered, and it's just CC protection. Then Diren, interestingly, so he didn't have anything here. He's got some new level 5 spells, so with Meta Magic I was able to take some other spells to level 5. And for his Mythic Path, I took another revelation for him. Another Oracle Mystery. So now he's getting all these great spells for free. So yeah, he will be just more flexible now. He will be able to summon dead and stuff like that. So that's him. And obviously he now can cast level 5 spells. Now Lan is Lan, so just cleaving shot. Each time you deal critical damage with your ranged weapon attack or reduce the target's 0 hit points, you deal your weapon damage to all other enemies in 10 feet radius. So yeah, he's just better with his weapon. That's it, that's what Lan does. He's just shooting enemies with his bow. Okay, Nangyo, interestingly, for her Mythic Path, she's got improved Abundant Casting, so she can now cast even more spells of level 4 and level 5. Then I took Con of Cold because she's getting that bonus to Evocation from Illusion, so whatever bonuses we apply to Illusion, it also applies to Evocation because of expanded Arsenal Magic School Evocation. And then she got Thought Sense, so she can automatically detect and locate conscious creatures within 60 feet as if you possess the Blindside ability. I want to check it. I want to check how it works. Will it make our encounters easier? I hope so. I don't want to die randomly from encounters now. Now, in terms of this fight that is ahead of us, I think we need Unbreakable Heart on everybody to even stand a chance, to be fair. Where is Unbreakable Heart? Let's give it to Lan. Okay, let's give it a try now. Now we need to, let's put Lan here, Nangyo here, Regil, Sela, Seker, Horse, and you. It's important that he attacks Sela first. Okay, attack. Oh, attack. Smite. Magic missile. Attack. Slay living. New tool. Then you guys can attack this one here. Mindfuck will save, okay. We made some will saves there. It's pretty good. He's attacking the Seeker. That's very, very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Truly annoying. Okay, now he's attacking Sela. I like that better. We can try Arrow of Law at level 4 maybe. And he's Seeker again. Okay, Seeker just got obliterated. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. He's not dead. Lan seems to be safe where he is. I think Sela is gonna be okay. Maybe not. Don't want, I can heal here actually. Okay, Nengyo. Shoot him again. Okay, the horse died, but that's not a big issue, to be fair. Okay, he's dead. Excellento. I need to kill this one. Okay, this one's dead. The horse died, but I have seen worse. Anybody lost their mind? No? Okay, that was such an annoying fight. Holy crap. Get out of here. Yeah, we've heard that many times. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Wait, someone's still out of their mind by the looks of it. No? No, I thought they were swinging at each other. I love that animation. That's the shield from Demonkind, I believe. That's what it is. So that weapon that was there, light mace 3 to 8 damage, enhancement +2. When it lands the first hit against a new target, it has to pass 40 to trading throw DC or become stunned. Okay. Yeah. There's a door here. So I can save the game now. Okay, so the biggest problem here is that it's when they try to move through the door and they block each other. It really makes me angry when that happens. Yeah. Where are you going? Okay. This is better. Shield? Yeah, shield is fine. Wow, what the hell is wrong with that? Then let's do 1000 killer on this guy. Wheel +4. Okay, you're dead, bro. Sakarla. Okay, bye. Where is our healing? Actually, let's just heal Sila. Don't block the tank. Holy crap. Okay. Tank damage. And charisma. Wow, that was... the hell? -8 charisma? Plus the strength. Still charisma is damaged. Okay, done. Now... maybe you need to drink some potions and stuff. Let's see. I never used the spells that I got available. Let's use Blair. Okay, good. His charisma's damaged too. Wow. Okay, now we're gonna save and proceed. I see no benefit to that spell. Maybe I need to look up online how it works, like properly. Surely I'm doing something wrong, right? Maybe I need to drink a potion here. Like Shield of Faith. You can get protection from chaos. Okay. Wonder what was there. It's hers. Okay. Every step on this difficulty level is go. Oh. Who are you? Chaotic evil outsider. Shit. Hey guys. Hurry up. There's a trap there. It's pretty bad. Don't walk into the trap, please. And it is 23 spell resistance. Low AC. Sila's dying already, shit. Fortitude. Kinda low fortitude. Good spell resistance though. Can try haste. Not sure why Regil just run there. Let's try Holy Smite. Secker. These guys are very durable. Oh no, you're low. Need to run away. Last stun triggered, yep. Yep. How is Secker doing? Ducking. You can pass this. I think two of them are on Secker. Some healing is happening. It's not looking great though. Maybe I can try this. They probably have C invisibility though, right? No, they don't actually. Sila died though. Okay, we need some help then. Okay, now we see the trap, but this trap doesn't do anything anyway. Oh. I think where we fought them was okay. Here they come. Let's summon everything that we have. This looks like a super difficult fight. Focus on the small one first. On the small ones. Maybe we'll be okay. With angels and skeletors and whatnot, I think we're gonna be fine. Actually, let's try Arrow of Law on the big one, on the big guy. That's not the big guy. Yeah, okay, we can try on the small one then. It's fine. Fireball. Okay, the Skeletors are dead already. That kinda sucks, I'm not gonna lie. It's not great. These guys are strong. Let's try killing the small one. I can try Phantasmal Killer. Oh, let's say this one here. Don't think it worked. Sucks. Okay, now we need to heal. What else can we do here? I could definitely cast haste on Sela. That's something. Big guy is taking some damage. I guess Regil can now join and attack the big guy too. Okay, that's better, that's better. Let's heal Sela. It's almost dead. I think my summons are kinda strong. Okay, he's dead. This guy's dead too. Yeah. Summon Paladin. These guys never fail me. Summons are super strong. There's a nice longsword here. And that's it. So you need some healing, right? Let's try Lay on Hands. Let's keep moving. Really? Is that it? There's nothing else here? Okay. Where's Sucker? Wait. Okay. Don't think the buffing thing was working properly. Citadel's command. Okay, this is gonna be... Maybe I need to rest before... Citadel's command. Maybe I don't. God. Okay. Oh. Don't be so fast. And let the tank go first. That's the rule. Shit. lot of things we can do here. But there is this thing about me. There's this thing about me. I don't know what I need to do. So many of them there. Holy crap. I need like this spell there. If possible, please. Where is Sucker? It's here. Okay. Iran. Okay, something. We killed one of them. The pit is here. Let's heal. Sucker's in massive trouble. Needs to run away. Scylla and Regil could be okay-ish. They've been sucked in. What else can we do? Oh, let's just do this, I guess. Magic missiles and... Whoa, 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 what's going on here? You're gonna attack me now? Bro. You out of your mind? Come, this guy's not dead yet. Everybody, kill this guy. Okay, now he's dead. Now this guy. Okay, now this guy. Excellent. It is funny when they get sucked in. It is funny when they get sucked in. I love that. Any more for any more? Come on, speed them out. Speed them out. I think they're very good at making their saves. Okay, there you are. And you're gone. One more there. Come on, bro, I don't have all day. Got this big door here, one door here. You gonna come out? Christ. Oh, there you are. You almost killed me. What the hell? Guess we could use some scrolls to heal. I'm sure we have some. Cure moderate wounds. Cure light wounds. use. Okay, well, excellent. Ah, of course. More of these guys. Wait, what's going on? Okay. Okay. Down they go. This room looks like a little cleaner than the rest of the fortress. It's probably the warden's bedroom. Okay. What about these chests? Thought I could open them. No, they seem to be invisible. Guess it's just an illusion. Okay, now the question is, do we need to rest before entering this room? I'm gonna say yes, so that's why I'm not gonna rest. However, let's see. Is there anything notable that any notable buffs that we may regret not having? Well, we're gonna regret entering through this door anyway, without resting, but that's okay. Oh, of course, Minagho and Staunton. Hello there.
Let's run, sweetie. Let's go. Why are you so slow? They're almost here.
We are here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't you feel it? He's got that damn rag with him. I can't teleport. He's going to kill us.
If he kills us, then so be it. But this is my city, and I will fight for it to the end. And you, my love, you will be with me to the end.
Hello, Minagho. Greetings, Mr. Misery Guts. It's us again.
Okay, then we've got a big list of options. We can say, Staunton, enough of this madness. It's not too late to come back to the side of good. Lawful, you've escaped justice for too long, but today you will pay for your crimes. You seem to enjoy blaming others for your problems, Staunton, but you alone have forged your destiny and become a traitor twice over. Okay, we can just say, I wanna kill you. Why? Why do you fight on the side of the demons? Aren't you getting tired of fleeing from me? What's that on your face? It's time to die. Well, we're gonna make one last plea to Staunton.
You have the audacity to ask me that? I fight on this side because the other side didn't give me a chance. Yes, I made a terrible mistake and Dresden fell to the demons. The Queen should have had me hanged. I deserved it. But she found a far worse punishment for me. False mercy. When she spared me that day, she said she wanted to give me a chance to make amends. And I believed her. For 70 years, I've crawled on my knees, shedding my blood for Mendev. Only been spat in the face for it. For 70 years, I watched generations of Crusaders grow old and die, never once changing their tune about Staunton the traitor. What else could I give for my mistake? What more punishment could I suffer? How could I ever deserve forgiveness? And one day, I realized there's nothing I can do. The Queen had doomed me to a lifetime of humiliation. And when I grew desperate, I only had two choices. To become my own executioner and carry out the sentence she rescinded that day? Or go over to the other side? Put yourself in my place. Imagine yourself in that position. What would you choose?
Well, you're a fool. You've been given a chance and you've wasted it. It's... Say, aren't you getting tired of me, tired of fleeing from me?
You have no idea how tired I am of you, mortal. But never mind. Today, we will finally be done with you. Right, Staunton? Right, sweetie?
You know, I once heard a peasant trying to convince his sick sheep to overcome her constipation and share her impacted torrent of crap with the rest of the world. The sheep was obviously very dear to the peasant, and he cooed and called her lambkin and darling as he described the process in graphic detail, apparently to inspire the beast. Well, listening to that wasn't half as stomach-churning as listening to your filthy demon mouth spewing honeys and sweeties all over the place. Ugh.
Hard to disagree with that. You're right, Lamb, as usual. What's that on your face?
That's not your concern, mortal!
Wait, what's on your face? What's on her face? It's a face on her face. What? Is there something on her face? I can't see.
The Masters punished her cruelly for her failure in Canabras. As you can see, the leaders of the demons are as patient with their slaves as the Crusaders are with their commanders.
Sweetie, why are you telling him this? What does it matter? What?
Quiet.
You think I'd miss the chance to see Staunton wipe that grin off your smug face? For
You
years,
traitor.
you self-appointed champions of good have treated us like dirt beneath your feet. If the demons will help us get our revenge, then we're with the demons.
You're gonna die. Well, I don't think there is any more hope for him. I don't think if I don't want him on my side anymore.
Of course. I regret nothing. And I'm ready to pay my dues. What about you? Are you ready to pay for everything you've done in the name of your pathetic queen?
Not everyone here is fighting for Mendev and its queen, fallen paladin. When you crossed to the demon's side, you betrayed all mortal kind. And for that, you must pay.
It's time to decide the fate of
No
Present.
point in wasting time talking. To arms!
Staunton, darling.
Stop whining! Didn't you swear your eternal love to me? Promised we'd rule Dresden together? Now shut your lying mouth and fight! Whatever end fate has in store for me, you will share it! Ah!
Okay, well, this is gonna be super difficult. Well, with AC of 48, I wish I rested, obviously. This reflex very bad. Summon some help. And well, we'll see how it goes. Oh no. is this power? Okay, I've got my thingies. Guess Lan and Secker could focus on Icy Prison. What's happened to Icy Prison? Fail. One more time. Secker. Okay. Oh no, what happened? Sealand. Oh no! Okay, we'll definitely need to rest before this fight. We will definitely need to rest before this fight because, well, it doesn't look very good. And there are demons there too. I'm sure she dies pretty fast, right? Did you fail? Another icy prison? Oh, you're down. We did hurt her though. She's definitely not unbeatable. Yeah, we'll have to rest before this fight for sure. And be fully buffed and fully equipped. So now that we know who is behind the door, we need to come up with a strategy to win this fight. And I think what we need to do here is we need to pull them out of this room to fight here. Then Minagho is gonna cast her. She's gonna cast her spell that puts my party members to sleep. Well, first she casts a spell that reduces wisdom, which obviously I think it affects the will saving throws. Yeah, wisdom, will saving throws. Yeah, so she reduces wisdom first, and then she casts a spell that you have to succeed a will check to resist it. If you don't resist it, you are basically out of the fight. So that can't happen, or we lose. So we'll try to avoid the spell by staying in this room, and then when she casts her spell, we'll get out, summon all the zoo of allies to help us, and then after that I will try to nuke her down, basically. Okay.
Let's run.
If he can.
Hello, Minagho. Great.
Of course.
Not everyone.
You. What? Put yourself.
You know,
Sweet. Quiet.
You think for years you
Right.
Stop.
Stop! Ah!
Okay, this is good. This is a success. She casted her debuff on the pets, so that's good for us for sure. Now the big thing that we need is we need to summon these guys very quickly. We need to summon Skeletors really quickly, and we need to summon Azata, Guardian or whatever, also very quickly. Oh my god, why are you running towards me? Just... oh, this is bad. There's no way to stopping him. Can I even run away from him? I can actually. Okay, maybe we try and kill him actually instead of her, since he's here already. He's gonna destroy Sila now though. She's busy doing whatever she does there. Let's try displacement on Scylla. See if that stops him. Okay, he didn't one-shot her. That's a success. Let's try Power of Faith. Regil can do Order of the God Claw. Lan can attack Stoughton. Okay, displacement is on. It's not helping. So let's start healing. And summon paladins. Regil can go and attack him now. Lan and Scylla. And Nangyo as well, actually. Okay. Let's try Sword of Heaven on Seker. She's quite close now. What could Diren do? He could cast Prayer. He just healed himself to full HP. So that's not great. Seker is casting. He is taking damage though. And he's not focused on Scylla by the looks of it. It's down to half HP. Maybe we can take him down. Let's try haste on Scylla. Summon more Skeletors for Minagho to deal with. He's taking damage. Alright, Seker, it's your time to actually go and attack. Because you haven't done jack shit yet. Seker hits him, he should die. He's not dead, but he's low. Looks like last stand hasn't been triggered yet. Can this hit him? Evil and neutral. He is evil, I think. Yeah, he's a neutral evil. Perfect. Scylla is dead, but oh, I mean, she's not dead. I think the last stun hasn't been triggered yet by the looks of it. Oh, there we go.
You stubborn ass! You want to die for a heap of rocks? Go ahead. I'm not staying here.
No, my dear. You are. You will either fight to the bitter end, or I'll break your delicate little neck myself with these very hands.
Are you threatening me, my mortal toy? Me? And with what? With the power I gave you. You ungrateful beast! Give me back what's mine! Take him, he's yours, and Dresden too! I don't care about this fortress, or this half-wit. Oh, I grow so tired of you mortals. Your humdrum little passions, your constant squabbling, your incessant accusations and excuses. You treat each other like dirt. Push weaklings like these two into our arms. And then you have the audacity to accuse us. Come on, punish your traitors. I've seen this show countless times.
I mean, This is what happens to those who believe the demon's promises.
Amazing, isn't it? Everyone knows all about us, and yet they still trust us. Silly, silly mortals. Take your filthy rag! Take your befouled ruins! You can make soup out of this moron for all I care. I've had enough war. We Lily two were created for tenderness and love. Stay away from me with your swords and shields.
And she gone.
So this is to be my fate? I've been betrayed by people and demons alike. Now my life really is worth nothing. But that doesn't mean you won't pay for it dearly. Come on, you scumbag! Kill me if you can! I don't care anymore!
Well, unfortunately, Staunton, I've lost faith in you a while ago. Tried saving you. And I'm just gonna say, too bad Queen Galfrey didn't hang you back
I
then.
regret that as well. She should have done it. But that's water under the bridge. We all make mistakes. Let's get this over with. To arms.
Okay, he's almost dead. So is Sela. Sekar and everybody else. He's probably gonna attack first by the looks of it. We also have this little shit to deal with. Wait, what's going on? Oh, they are there for some reason. Sela. Kieran. Okay, well, let's go there. It's almost dead. It's almost dead. What about the other one? Still there. Oh, time to die. We can save the game now. Let's do that. Well, what are you waiting for, you scum? Come on, finish me off. Kill me like you killed Staunton and be glad you've defeated the villains. Just make sure you don't wonder whose fault it was that he and I were on Demon's side. Thoughts like that couldn't make you lose your appetite. Another tearful performance. Everyone is guilty but me. I've lost count of how many of you innocents I've seen to the chopping block. They should have been executed just for denying their responsibility, never mind all their other crimes. Why did you betray me, Nora? I want to know the truth. Here's the truth. I hate all of you. If it'd been the day the Arilu Vorlesh opened a rift to the abyss, I would have gladly handed her the ingredients for the ritual. Who's that? Sarkonian witch who initiated the opening of World Wound and later its expansion. Okay. I put the pheromone soaked cloth in your pocket. I wanted those hellbacks to eat your smack face off. I was the one who set the tents on fire that night, and I told the gargoyles who to grab. Every day I was in your army, I did all I could to hurt you. The things I would gladly do to you, and it would be a thousandth of what you deserve. When I was 8, I was auctioned off like livestock they used a stick to train me to obey. Did the paladins of Mendev help me? Of course not. Even when we passed through all Mendevian city, none of the warriors of good lifted a finger to set me free. Slavers aren't demons after all. The first time I came to the wound, it wasn't seeking adventure. My owner dragged me here on a leash. You think the demons bribed me? I was happy to betray him. Without a shadow of a doubt, expecting nothing in return, I poured a sleeping potion into their soup, opened the gate and waited for the demons to come and tear them all to pieces. And along with me, them. And me along with them. I didn't care, but the demons saw the real me. They made me a cultist. They offered me a chance for revenge. Slavery is evil without doubt. Quelling trouble into obedience with whips and boots? How crude. Why can't these so-called rulers convince the masses to serve them willingly, with smiles and songs and adoration? That's how it's done in Mendev after all. What will you do if I let you go? Let me go? Why would you? Now you mean seriously? You think I'll thank you for your generosity and devote the rest of my days to taking care of homeless puppies? I'll continue exacting my vengeance, that's what I'll do. On others, if not on you, I'll feed as many Crusaders as I can to demons before I face the sword of someone less forgiving than you. Right, well. Not too late to return to the other side. I will not kill you here. You'll be locked up. Well, we're gonna just lock you up. You can't escape the demons. Your head will be on Baphomet's altar tomorrow, if not today. I mean, we really gave you a chance, bro. You didn't take it. I think I gave him 2 chances actually. But Minagho's gone. Okay, let's check out these items now. So, cloak with +1 resistance to all saving throws. Lamb can definitely have that. Then we've got this +2 wisdom. Is wisdom important to you? Probably. We'll see. Dexterity and constitution. Dexterity and constitution. Actually, now that I think about it, dexterity. Maybe maybe Waldriff will be back. Strength and dexterity. Strength and constitution. Dexterity and constitution. Yeah, that's fine for you, I guess. And then we have +2 to intelligence. Intelligence and charisma. That's better. Maybe Ember will have that. Okay, what else do we have there? 11 armor. Only 2 minus penalty check. Max dexterity 3. Mithril enhancement +2. Whenever an enemy lands a hit on this on the wearer of this +2 mithril full plate mail, the attacker has to pass a reflex saving throw with difficulty class 18 or suffer 1 3d damage to strength. Oh, it's pretty. If the attacker passes the saving throw, they suffer 1d3 piercing damage instead. Pretty good. And then this is a glaive. Why we can't use it now? Berserker can use glaives, I think. It's enhancement +3. Whenever, maybe Social can wear this. Whenever the wielder of this +3 glaive kills the target, it will summon a demon till the end of the fight. Okay, only one demon can summon per fight. If the demon was already summoned, every kill heals it for 1d8 +5 HP and gives it a +1 bonus on attack rolls. That's pretty good. It's very good. Okay. Yeah, when I have access to my full party, I'll check out these items. Okay, what else do we have here? Now we have to leave the citadel. Don't think there's anything else for us here. That fight was very difficult. I actually didn't. I thought we had to kill Minagho first.
The commander of the Crusade has managed to overthrow 70 years of demonic rule in Dresden and restored the Sword of Valor to its rightful place. Will the commander be able to defend the banner he has won with such a valiant effort?
Middle game. Oh. Okay, there will be a lot to do in Dresden now that it's ours. By the looks of it. It's very cool.
Urgent matters of state are awaiting my attention. My convoy will be departing for the capital within the hour. I'm afraid this is all the time I can spare you. So do please forgive me for skipping the lengthy and well-deserved congratulations. Every death is an irretrievable loss, but considering the scale of our forces, the losses among our troops are tolerable. Morale is high among the Crusade forces that were entrusted to you. You handled the command superbly. I never doubted your personal ability to deal with the demons. I knew that you could become a living symbol for people to follow. That you have now displayed a decent head for tactics is a pleasant surprise. I believed in your success and prepared for this outcome after a fashion. I brought a reward to personally bestow upon my Knight Commander. But now, I think this reward is insufficient. So please, accept one more gift from me personally.
Thank you.
And thank you for what you have done for the Crusades. Now on to the main matter. The Sword of Valor has been returned to us. Touching it has awoken your power and changed the great relic beyond recognition. Many clerics are at a loss to interpret this unexpected turn. Is it an omen? Happenstance? A warning? Only one thing can be said for certain. Your power is astonishing and unlike anything ever seen before. Something has changed in you. The warriors of heaven used to come to aid us in our holy war, and even the hand of the inheritor, Iomede's herald, once set foot on the land of Mendev. I accepted a blessing from him. I fought shoulder to shoulder with other angels. But this is the first time I've ever seen the might of heaven in a mortal. I am in awe of your transformation. There, I have said all I wish to. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I depart?
Do you know anything about the huge demon that we met at the gates? There is something you should know. I'm not saying that to her. We'll keep that information for ourselves for now.
The Baylor Dorazand, one of Daskari's generals. He, Hep Zamira, and the Echo of Daskari are some of the most notable demons in the Abyssal Forces. You will soon learn these names. Dorazand has not been sighted by our scouts for a long time, and his appearance at Dresden was an unexpected development. But we must grow accustomed to surprises such as this. The ability to move at will through space is one of the demon's most unpleasant hallmarks. Fortunately, the Sword of Valor takes care of that problem for the areas around Dresden. Very well. Then I shall take my leave. Irabeth will bring you up to speed on the situation in the city and surrounds, and together, you can decide on what next steps to take. Good luck, Commander. Remember, this is but the first step. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
Allow me also to congratulate you on your victory, Commander. We won the battle for Dresden, but this war is far from over. The demons know our true strength, so we must brace ourselves for a merciless counterattack. They will do everything they can to gain control of the city and destroy you personally, and all of us along with you. The only good news is that cultists make up more than half of their forces, so they will have to march the same roads as our fighters. If they were all demons, they could appear here instantaneously and lay siege to the city. Praise Iomade for small mercies. The main demon forces are moving out from the City of Eyes and the Threshold Fortress. Scouts are reporting that for now, we don't stand a chance of tearing through the defense and launching a counterattack. We can only gather our forces, rebuff their attacks, and wait for the right moment. Unfortunately, other hostile groups keep appearing out of nowhere. And on top of all that, Minagho is still prowling around somewhere out there. Anevia is trying to find out where that abyss scum has run off to. Maybe she's already got some leads. Luckily, we are not alone. Mendev is with us. Queen Galfrey has sent us the first reinforcements. They've just entered the city. Besides, news of your victory is spreading through Avestan. I'm sure that crowds of new volunteers will soon be pouring into Dresden, inspired by your feat. And that's very good news, because we're going to need troops. Here is a brief report about the main problems we're currently facing.
Irabeth shows you a sheet of paper with a list of 4 items. Demons with special powers, secret path, missing patrol, and dragon.
Remember that Nabasu that attacked our camp?
Yes.
He had powers that no ordinary demon should have.
Yeah, I remember him.
It is not the only demon of its kind. We keep receiving reports about similar monsters. All isolated cases for now. But it's possible that in the future, we will see entire squads, if not armies of them. We must find out where they're coming from. Find the source of their power and destroy it. If we don't, they will crush us before long. Even you can't defeat an entire army of such monsters. We can usually spot armies of demons in advance, as their hordes march along the Grey Road from Eyes or Threshold. But sometimes packs of them appear out of nowhere. They're managing to avoid our scouts somehow and sneaking into our territory. If we don't solve this problem, we cannot attack. The demons will just appear at our backs, block off the gorges and cut us off from Dresden. Anevia is trying to find out how the demons are getting into our territory, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Talk to her. She will tell you more about what she's doing. Yes, it disappeared without a trace during a mission. We didn't even find any bodies. Maybe someone abducted them, or there's some natural threat in the area. We can't rule out the possibility of desertion, either. The troop was patrolling the southern road out of the city. The last surviving settlements of Sikoris lie in that direction. But after the siege of Dresden, contact with them was lost. Hardly any of the inhabitants survived once the demons invaded the area. That's where I started the search. As if we didn't have enough problems with demons already. Now there's a wild dragon in the vicinity. Luckily, it's not part of the demon army. If the demons had a dragon on their side, it could pose a serious threat. But there's very little food in the World Wound, and the dragon doesn't seem to have a taste for demons and cultists. She keeps attacking small squads of Crusaders, picking off those who fall behind, ravaging supply trains. The dragon's been sighted frequently in the sky, but we don't know exactly where her lair is. We have someone to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the Citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other. There are a few pleasant matters.
Greyborn.
At the Queen's command, the Crusaders who took part in the attack have had their pay doubled, and medals will be awarded to those who were particularly outstanding in battle. You know one of them. The Knight Elan from the Hound Hearts. He led a troop of Nerosian recruits and brought them to the main forces, and later drew the demons' attention in the battle with the Baylor, allowing the wounded to be rescued. There is one more thing. As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Dresden. It's almost empty now. The only prisoner is Nura Dendawar, the traitor you caught. We've temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vane in the dungeon. You slew him. What are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserved to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course.
I mean, let's think. I'm debating between burying him as a knight. Yeah, let's do that. He's already dead. And, well...
Right you are, Commander. Commander. That day during the battle, No. My apologies. That is all, Commander.
Yeah, you better stay prepared, or I'll demote you. Your morale has been, hasn't been the best, I have to say. Okay, well, we're gonna look around the city, talk to whoever we can talk to, and then level up the remaining members of the party, give them new weapons, and then we'll be back with more missions and more quests. But I need to rest first, and level up my characters and give them all the weapons that they need from all these weapons that we found. So yeah, we're gonna do that first.